Now, since you're sort of an expert in zombie apocalypse sort of world, I wanna know what your assessment is or your prediction is if Bobby's survival rate in a apocalyptic situation involving zombies.
Gotcha. Here's how I think it would go down for Bobby Lee.
And can I just say, I have my eyes closed.
I know your eyes are closed.
The reason why my eyes are closed is because
you don't want to hear it with your eyes?
I don't want to hear it with my eyes. I want to hear it with my mind. Mm-hmm. Okay? But I want you to just go easy and know that I'm sensitive.
Oh, for God's
sake.
sake.
So please move on. Slowly.
What are his strengths and what are his weaknesses?
Here's what he would have to rely on.
Easy.
No, this is good stuff.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know that you're naturally one to be the first in line, right?
What?
A leader? You mean naturally?
Yeah, I don't think you're necessarily the one that's going to run up and protect your tribe.
Correct.
Okay.
Physically.
All right. I know where you're going.
Which is a good thing.
We had your defenses after.
Yeah, I'm closing my eyes again because that means it's good.
Here's why I do think you would be around for a bit. Because you're lovable.
There we go.
And so the other people in your tribe would want to and do anything to protect you.
And there it is.
That's what you wanted. But that's
in terms
whatever
of
it is to stay alive, right?
Yeah.
And if that's it, if it's recognizing.
No. I want to ask you, am I going to be good to the tribe? Is the community better off with me there?
Or is
really
he a rat?
not?
Or is he a rat?
Or am I a rat? You think I would fuck people over to survive?
Oh, I don't.
Thank you.
No.
And I don't think you the same.
But see, that's the other reason that you're going to be protected. You're going to be shielded because that is currency in the apocalypse.
That is.
Loyalty is currency.
Love. Currency.
Yeah, get the word right.
Yeah.
God bless.
Loyalty
I just
is
said
loyalty.
it. All you had to do is repeat it.
So that's good.
You know what was really concerning to me was no, not about you actually.
Thank God, because I was like,
because you know, like the show
it's going on about how I'm going to die in the apocalypse again.
Oh yeah, day
I'm
one.
Die.
But that's I'm not a professional, Mo is.
It's ridiculous.
I just think he can't run past 11 seconds. So,
I didn't think I could either until I got on this show.
There we go. Thank you.
So I mean, there's hope for Bobby in the apocalypse that he would actually find things in himself that he didn't even know that he had.
Now, do you think good people last longer?
Define good in the apocalypse.
I mean,
because that's the thing.
Do people who are generous, kind, and without ability to manipulate,
can they survive in the apocalypse?
Or do you need to be manipulative and a little bit strategic and a little dog?
It's not enough to be kind.
That's right.
It's just not enough.
Okay.
You know, that helps in your smaller core group, your nucleus. Mm-hmm. But then there's this broader world, and it's just you can't, what are you going to do? Be nice to a walker that's coming up like, I bet you were real pretty when you were alive. I can see that blouse is one day really lovely. I can see why you got it.
Yeah.
But kindness, it's a lovely thing, but it's not going to save you. It's oh man, I should have been throwing cliches out.
That's how you communicate here.
I didn't know that was such
no one's ever. What's a cliche?
Hanging my hat on that.
No one's done that here.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, that's great.
But
I love it.
I mean, that's the way I learned that on Mad TV. Do you know what I mean? Like,
cliches?
No. How do we keep him with the conversation?
No,
you did great.
I'm kidding.
But my Minnesota Nice, because that's a thing. Minnesota Nice.
Yeah.
It's on bazillion T-shirts up there, and it's true. People from Minnesota, in general, are very nice, and that does not serve you. Always. Like I used to have to go I wasn't good at asserting myself on the show because I felt unkind doing it. I didn't want to be a bitch. And at the same time, it's like there were things happening sometimes that I didn't think were right, as far as my path on the show. And so I would, but when I would get mad, my tendency in confrontation is to cry. and I didn't want to cry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I did sometimes, but I didn't want to. So I'd go into Dick Blasucci's office, and instead of the usual, which had started where I would get mad and cry, I got rid of that method, and all I'd have to do is go in and tap my foot down.
Yeah.
And then we'd bust out laughing because that was me putting my foot down, literally.
Oh, yeah.
And then he knew, like, we'd laugh about it.
Yeah.
And then it opened up the door for me to just talk about the thing and not, it was just a method. But
when you bring his name up, and I never really ever talk about Dick Blasucci, but I want to say that what a blessing it was to have him as my boss.
I'm so glad you went that route. Because I feel the same. He's one of the kindest men
I honestly
ever.
I honestly believe that.
I love him so much. He was so good to me.
He's fair.
Yep.
And the one night I remember when I was on the chopping block, and I did one line, Kristen Yamaguchi or something, some sort of skater, figure skater, yeah, whatever her name is.
Not Michelle Kwan.
So I'm in the silver like fucking sequence dress, and I have roller skates on, and I'm just gonna skateboard into a scene with Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
And so I skated in. I said the line as funniest as I could.
Yeah.
And I got a huge laugh. It was from the live audience. And so I remember Dick live turning around to the writers and go, "Write for him. He's funny." Him screaming that.
I can just hear him say that too.
Yeah.
Yes, absolute.
And I remember skating away, right? Going, you know what I mean? Feeling really good about myself in that very moment because I was drowning on that show, you know? And that was the night where I went, I think Dick might like me.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. And
I like him.
Yeah, I hold a very special place in my heart for him.
Yeah, and I don't understand why people would even have a bad thing to say because
I don't know.
At the end of the day, he's not like your typical showrunners where I've seen executive producers that were made differently. He's a little bit more non-confrontational, you know, and for me that was also something that was not that great about him because, you know, you could hold resentments toward him or whatever, but at the end of the day, you can tell that he was a sweet man.
So sweet.
Yeah. And so, and he's got a job that's like, I can't only imagine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's so sweet that you're here, you know, and.
It's okay. Just kidding.
You son of a bitch. I mean, I really mean this.
I do too. I love you, Bob.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, let's be clear about this, okay?
Boy, this is
it's not. Shut the fuck up, lady. I'll rip your eyes out.
Lady.
All right.
Next, it's white lady.
That
And I know.
you know what you are, and you can't fucking sleep through it.
Full of color on the inside.
You live through it, and own up to it.
What did I just fucking say? I did. I just said I'm a white lady full of color on the inside.
It's special.
You come up with something like that.
Well, I can't. I'm not good. I don't know
laugh
cliches.
at cliches.
I don't know
for fuck's
cliches.
sake.
Hey, fuck you, George. Fuck you, man. Right?
Look at him looking for support.
Fucking,
right?